a bit discussing. But before that, Equiapese Asarbediako is seated. Okay.
Kabla?
Boko there.
Nyamiadum Boko na so.
Nyamiadum so ho ya pa.
So they say 2 minutes pe.
Oh, sir. Where show?
2 minutes.
Where show?
2 minutes.
Where show say 2 minutes.
Kabla 2 minutes.
Anyway,
yeah.
Right. Yehwe dey ben training issues na wo ho no na enyum.
Right, kabla nyama be brain na koso ha na. First one. Only some company John Dramani Mahama. The first trip as president of Ghana. Yeso an in no Gambia. Na okoye no or the private jet na koye. Na jet no ninia jet, jata jet. Okay, ninia no kitwa jet no de koye na. Ghana for no say first time buy impon na o say the jet, private jet ekwi. Na da bay. Na man for kran so ka say jet no Bombardier CL2600 2B16 Challenger 604 aircraft. Na man for say cost no $16,250. Say private jet on the econo.
Trip no
the econo.
Cost.
Almost cost no. Na $16,250.
Okay.
And no na amount for actually cost social media no so more kasa no pa. Na no na the acting spokesperson, the president. Honorable Felix Kwachofoso, say no credit. No credit na jet no bradia. Ka bakra enu na oni community e wo TV3 e kasai ye hwe na ye ntie kakra sene Felix Foso kwache esi eka no.
All right.
This trip to the Gambia, why did the president travel on Jata private jet?
Well, I'm sure you are aware, as if you didn't remind that President Obama is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Since he became president, he has requested for a detailed report of the state of the communications squadron. The communications squadron is a unit within the Air Force that handles the presidential aircraft. So he has requested that they give him a brief on the state of the unit itself, that's the communications squadron, the planes under their control and what have you. That report is here to show time. So pending the receipt of that report to determine the state of the aircraft and what have you, the president has been traveling the same way he was traveling in position. He has been using the data jets since he was in the position. But the most critical point that must be made is that this alternative arrangement has not in any way, shape or form cost the Ghanaian taxpayer a dime. President Obama is mindful of the precarious economic situation we are in, and therefore is minded to utilize public funds in the most prudent of ways. So he is not about to dole out millions of Ghana cedis, as used to be the case in the very recent past under the previous government, to rent expensive aircraft to sit in. This aircraft has been available to him since his days in position. He has used it. Indeed,
this trip to the Gambia, why?
Obviously.
Eti Kwabena. Say what Felix Kwachi Ofosu.
Yeah.
What's a trip no say president travel kwa official assignment. Na Ghana forecast $16,250 na cost of that private jet no. Or say no, or my no ho kaba could be crab because we say or use to jet to ya na or my president ni na no use.
Summary of your official duty still.
So I say
in France to watch no dem more.
So there was between the abo man no. Say ni nua so be president no. What you say? In the Ghana for Felix Kwachofoso kasama aban no acting no. What you say? Skana mo kan no o man emmo ka ba ko bia na no man for so bisa na your tofu enguma na your friend jet fuel no what's that fuel na 2 times e mo jet fuel A1 na A okwa American United States for na use A1 no na you say can na use A jet A fuel na o mo de gu sa plane no American for na use jet A1 no the jaka no there o mi nyina jet A so don't bisa na fuel no so yam fele ana so eno bi na e wo ho no am for so ka say obeka ya odona ensure by a car say engineers and planners workers on multi member no say on the course no ntehwe near that no and who say every so amount for I can always social media now that's the trending issue because this year but ni nyane say o say o de kono o man no emo ho ka bakokra nya de say o man no ebo ho ka
well minim de is it appropriate?
Well, so we'll get the people in charge, especially the security experts now. All right. Say a basa, say private person and I was or a private person but may see and what you are and I need yakitwadia oh and I war hamano or the adin juma brand no position it was about no so no work was information on here for the state jet no onya nsa nyan kan wi also must access security wise say come and say obetim there 2 kwan that's what been for 2 kwan do say no obetim akọ do behind no so ogina oh it was mo nyina assessment ni nyina wi na say free no na Ghana for no atwetwa amanfo aso say free no na omo say da entiase enti no yam kwanim democracy say oha ya be koso ade we update your listeners viewers and your telephone na Ghana for nyina enti eno so no now the confirm list for acting CEOs ne MDs say list number na say wo hwe list na ade ba ko na koso MP DMPs right and DMPs dia no na Randiabi was not just Randiabi na ne din ewo ho afi yakoba ya Randiabi
ne din
enim
okay
enti now let's no more bobo mudin ye wisdom yara koku deku or your National Identification Authority NIA
okay
ono na obeye CEO acting ho Godwin Eduji Tamakulu so kind of on the director of legal and my NDC I'm your chrono also called National Petroleum Authority NPA now Honorable Edward Bauer Ghana National Petroleum Corporation GNPC hona ya say Dr. Randiabi Ekona ya bona baso Ghana for you na afede na assistant just say cola na menim say ekoya said here omudie tete aban ba kunu die media no so sa ave uko Environmental Protection Agency EPA Professor Nanama Kloche ono na ekohonomo na Minerals Income Investment Fund Justina Nelson ono so na ekoho na uko Precious Minerals Marketing Company Sami Jamfi lawyer also communications officer dema NDC na Dr. Kwaku Asiedu Nketia Deputy CEO Minerals Income Investment Fund na edino ring bell Dr. Kwaku Asiedu Nketia
the name say a general friend saying the
chairman
of the party no neba
yes na oze the baba konso na MP water no is it Turnout South
I also renew us in the Papania. Okay.
Na oko afei Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company. It's on different boss no.
Boss.
Afesi Awono. Ono na ekoho. Victoria Emefa Hardcastle. Ono say a lawyer. Ono ko Petroleum Commission.
Okay.
Na Mohammed Abdul Salam National Lottery Authority.
Okay.
And LA.
Okay.
And since you know juicy appointment to na I was a banwa. Nanka amanfo fi say Ashanti region. Ministerial appointment no continue be the money kire ha no. Still but the akaye Forestry Commission.
Okay.
Say my. Cocoa board nso na my. Cocoa board ne ati say e bia owura da kon na betia ko but ya tete din bi say Ankara something bi na. Almost but am I heard dey confirmed. Confirmed so far no. We na ya acting CEOs the MDs are on be call the various agencies no makọ but since you na chese nso no nti Ashanti region for no say omu go say omu twen. Na unim say Cocoa border. Honorable Joseph Boahedu. Ona na oye CEO ho. Na odiaba says no resign from Cocoa board ho. So for a previous administration na appointee no e man adwuma se onye. Enti say also the dwuma aba wiye. Enti so hwe krata odi ba ye 16th January 2025 was resignation as chief executive of the Ghana Cocoa Board. Enti okani na ba se how assign Honorable Joseph Boahe Edu, Chief Executive, or say was signed to say, or that Mampani ase, say a man of Konya no Besumuye, na Sambre no, Nidma Dena so Abba area ye, and talk about no, and ya onona or hobio. Na Adeba Kwa a hard junior Ghana for work and was a man, as a trending yan say. Osha NI Professor Kenatifa, Atifua. Aha. Na aban ba kono na ebo abaso e ma opportunity seko na aban odo ba ye since 2017 na djuma ba wi okọ na da sete ho
Oh, yeah, sure, that's what you.
Oh, now say na aban the krata ba say revocation of appointment.
No, so the krata ba bontin.
Revocation of appointment.
Ono so the krata ba bontin.
But ba bontin da be.
Oh, ayi ne ba ye na. Men kan na.
So how na di kan ba?
We ne di kan ba. Aban we di no.
Na what time aban be body?
Oh.
No, oh say, see. Hwe, me ba. 16th January 2025. Na Koko board CEO. Odin kata ba bontin say o free ho. Then 16th January 2025. Na aban kata ba say waje mo dey free nsem as NIA executive secretary. On date da ban.
Ono 13th November 2024.
And no why dey.
And na odikrata kwa say wa retire from the public hand over. Da. Inti no nwanwa. Say aban ne be san churo krata e de aba bonte. Yes na say ogu nanim ase.
Na krata no wo de command hwan.
And the mintimi nkyere. Because also mo ya aware. So wa churo krata. Respectfully, I retired from the Public Service of Ghana as Executive Secretary of the National Identification Authority on 13th November 2024.
Okay.
My exit from NIA followed the expiration of my post-retirement contract after my 65th birthday. I handed over the duties of my office to Mr. Suleimana Mahama Salihu, Director of Internal Audit at NIA, who has been acting as the Executive Secretary since 14th November 2024. I also submitted my handing over notes to the transition team on time. Please, these facts might have been inadvertently missed in the issuance of the impound letter.
Okay.
In these circumstances, I should be most grateful if you could kindly withdraw this letter, please. Beside the awkwardness and embarrassment it causes me personally, it also slights the lawful appointment of the acting executive secretary. I thank you sincerely for your understanding and kind cooperation, sir.
That's right. Did that Kaleso also the other buyer? Secretary to the president. Revocation of appointment. I write to formally inform you that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, has revoked your appointment as the Executive Secretary of the National Identification Authority, NIA, effective immediately. You are directed to hand over your duties to Wisdom Kwaku Doku, who shall act as the Executive Secretary of the authority. The President extends his gratitude for your service to the nation. And Kalistos Mahama PhD. Now, okay, 2017. Sa Kwaku Yara Kwakuya. Well, you appointed the sound acting secretary.
General Secretary.
Secretary. Papa can you tough way epamono.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, epamono.
According to
pamono. Papa na pamono. Amba ka jana kra say so hwe omo regulations laws are omo de omo adwuma na public servant na say ye you kwa bonten a hwenu anka ka amfa information bia en free adwuma ho anko. Ema ni na omo ka kire no. Enti aba say ya on na free ho ya no so kese on so hand amfa ma no. Enti na say akwa asem a eni to no feel say bia no pese mo gure na skeke. But I don't know, but letter so bia ante say yes or the letter
o say ne e ba say massa say ne o de house o hand over. Enti o say transfer team ni aware.
Sir.
O say transfer team ni aware.
But Ghana for nya but Ghana for nya aware.
Well, sir, on the on be hand over so hand over ma Ghana for.
What do say papa we na o catch Ghana for say. Akufo da catch ne say ma on fa MPP for, ma on fa party for.
Aye.
Na on fa Ghana for.
Aye.
Emma Canada Japan, ebu fui pa. So on call for a water ma o campaign. O ma hu ba bia o call campaign ni bi. Edu say abana ba power. Na ya ma on executive secretary. Say bra be hwe ho no mo a wo say wo mfa party for. Na party for one go school. Was say Akufo da catch no say o hwe no one fa ko party 7 MPP before o say o ko fa MPP for na so ko party for. What you say? Aha, and there some say no basa party for no ntimi nka bi ma ho.
O na be ka bi.
Ntimi nka bi ma ho. Na unim say Mohammed Salam Abdul Salam NLA acting CEO. Is that take over?
Answer me on this
Samuel Oku, they are gone. Is it they are gone?
They are gone. And incoming.
Omako Sia, come my own ye. Now, just say, trendy picture on the come. Papa Nagana for Cassette, who is Siana, a Ozen Kaye, or my Ghana, way through us away bar, or don't start to say, come. But over whom the Ubako baby not hold yet. I said, yen set up a committee, you investigate to Uba by a day, you never go anymore. Say, Abassa, you don't get the healthy way, no, so person manager, or sorry, say, agency ho. But the Omaye, if a pada, Madame ready no kuta flash no. Ukuta flag no, Ghana flag, NL flag no. I don't know, I have that back another one no. If a papa, the incoming CEO, and Okuta Ghana flag. Anna NLA flag was NLA for almost flag. Come on, on Monday air chair. Now I don't know what I say. Now be a Muslim. Not bear to try lotto.
Haram.
Because I must say a haram. But maybe there are someone else that me but me enemy nim almost soon the baby. But I'm more some muno, any mono say, lotto chadia. What the Musumwa? Islam soon say haram. But I don't know I can't just in the morning and say. Because a scale on war pay, and I also say politics.
Yeah, my position.
And my position.
That's small mine.
That's small mine. Money already say or just penny about small mine and no, but that's not. Samuel Kuso a Christian or a Christian or a Christian. Now I'm going to go. How could you? Samuel could have assemblies of God. As of for running, sorry, remember the Hagra. Almost on Preman got it.
I just watch it.
Almost on Preman got it, my friend, and if we from Gazo. Omu de ya na omu pese governance eni nya me somo no ase ebe se omu ntokwa bi ni ade bi ebe mu nti won de ono ana ne somo no ni gidie so betu akoya akoso man na onkonko somo man no enti won so aka se nyame ayadom onye opportunity se obe somo man no a e wo se otimbe somo man no na ye kama na the man for also we practicing muslim also no we practicing muslim obi so we practicing muslim
opiesi me hu senkremofo no eni abre papa almost say a total haram.
Oh yes, yo.
Oh yes.
But also a person Muslim.
Oh, some young because I we read peace be on one of the social media handles. No, the oka okotu suna no, okotu Quran no, verses no, bebia. Aye Prophet Muhammad. Eka loto no sa kotu be bi kura che se so de wonnim kura se bo na eye o se bo ne kura menko na still a o makoyo se mo mpa e man na wonu se ade ba kwa wan so se se me okuba won se we Christian okwa asore Sunday ento o mo mutwa loto na free Monday akopim Saturday enti Sunday na okwa asore no o se aseda enti ye di no from Monday to Saturday no Saturday be dance enti aseda loto enti se me oku Samuel Ukuba ya no consider that you kwa asare no osa the lotto anyway
it's not me busa say we so aba na Muslim no
on be Friday is on the special one
ba Friday special ho na minim say be kwa 3 o'clock no so dia
anyway
because it's minim ba bia no so be say Samuel Uku be ye lotto no lotto hey Samuel Uku akristo ni energy asare no e say omoti asore dem gra no mpenta bi lotto and also those who say true or the no phones or the piano until on sorry crowd and to phones what I saw them one or share phone so sa as a more kai Bible every more phones lot no mucha
anyway
lot no mucha
anyway
and some me ku me lot to the free Monday to Saturday Sunday I could go bounce no see after that it knows I could check home yes you do sir I don't go just and that is and also there's some so when you training is that e wo ho no mo ya can say but asanteman and this for no so na mo kam omusu say na nka say juicy appointment ni na you say forest commission na aka na cocoa board and at all right
some ministerial appointments na bi ho
the appointment dey akai and dey akai pa officer
foreign affairs wo ho
na foreign affairs pa
foreign affairs wo ho the other
very competitive
very
competitive
that one oh say possible ebetimi aba
foreign affairs
ebetimi aba
na nim kwafo na mala o mo na say so na o me say
nye na mo ye de beto ho no ma ye say enye no kure
oh masa na list by first on ka say no kure nye no na president Mahama Aboboy
anyway
list na by na ye say enye no kure no nye no na ho na bebe ya
anyway so let's wait and see what happens. Well, Foreign Affairs Ministry or the other ministerial appointments or ministerial appointments na akano na yedi ho komo kakra na communications so
and health ministry
or
na defense so
ye buy any nim say is an autonomous na health no interior no so ho ni nyina ho no ma ye twen the BPF from and so
that's how obi asun Usman aniwa o Usman aniwa because ministry na akano omo pre no very very competitive enti sa wo hwa bi te say yera weda akonsi a ba bia owe unsan so ntimi mfa ne masa o me minister because we CEO to tall any boss onon kwa na handle na hwe dibre na wo ne basa o be minister on say asa soro no what just here enti say ebeye CEO bi na da ko ho na akoye kama na na me ka John so say appointment bo no ma for personal nipa no contribution na or the ma party no na ya de reward no ya hwe the amount enti nye say ya ko ho na fa be hwe party for no
I see.
So previous administration, some of the appointments I demand kofu binom no. Omo no party for nko man hu omo. Omo contribution na omo dey demand party no. And I demand say kokote oka.
Anyway.
Oh, and appointment na kan dey demand so a. Eh won say ya hwew. Sa kwa dey Judy. Ya demand wa unwe enimu ase. Edu ho a wo ba be ye we dey say wo ye bia. Enti nyo bia na ya dey be ma wo say kokko hold mo. Ya kan say catch the wa obekoto obeda da beda na wa yentimi control
ya ka wanu akatu
yentimi control sa appointment je fa ma
na asanteban for no sanity ana
o say
omo ka wanu akatu
oh that is how ka wanu akatu but the fact is that on say asante region no on say population no na NDC sanso ewura mu ha it is how dey man no na o pese onye obi a ya kase kwa na odi so a development.
Okay.
And I said, what bu and call for what has one mutia? Because the kind of people are so I still had my over some more say ya demand because of baby free benenti. Now, cause I crab be frail I know the John Jojo. Don't mean suppose into me and massa. And disappointment I come mana, how they can card the channel. Ni nasa. Ni nasa. Defense Ministry. Interior. Foreign Affairs.
It's labor my.
Na labor ya de ketwa.
Labor my.
Labor nya de ketwa. Nya de ketwa.
Labor my. Yan hwe de be piem ho.
Oh, say na ye ken. But o ma no musu. Ani ye ke bia ma wo mo.
Environment, science and technology. And also my. Communication, digital technology and innovations.
And also my.
And my. Meboa.
And also my.
Local governance, chieftaincy and religious affairs.
And also my. Local government
aba. Lands and natural resources and also my
no mo say am ko fi bu afa no
na say my
bandi aso mro afa afa no ma kan wasem kran ono afa no ake kan list ni
na okay nyina so afem anyway ti ye hwe de be sie
na wo say ministry bi won so a de ma wa send your nkofo betumi aboa wo momonya adwuma aye enso so ka ho bi was ministry bo ma bride ma wa ho ye mfa adwuma ho untimi fa full soldiers even room ho ho dey just really wo documenter yes e dey adwuma but what say ministry bo so a yes we go school that right me for adwuma it is one yes ministry ni bi from the region na ye dey appointment now on go for ba na from adwuma na no after say caucus ono so dey go for ho na also for adwuma it is say ya na betimi anya
asam sebe
the same ministers ni na ko especially local government once I want to the honor and your mama ko school kwan for mo ho ye fa obia bi wo ho
obi the quotation number
hand was
say gambling Said countryman ahafo achirensia Quran 5:90 all believers intoxicants gambling idols and drawing lots for decisions are all evil of Satan's handwork. So shun them so you may be successful. You the Quran 591. Satan only wants to cause between you animosity and hatred through intoxicants and gambling, and to avert you from the remembrance of Allah and from prayer. So, will you not desist? That's the question. Wubisa. I don't know. MC Kanana wakutu odi quotation no. Edi abrain.
Memoza asem. It is a Bushani pa any Muhammad Salam. Abdul Salam, the practicing Muslim. Now appointment to Abba pa so was say or you no also or rejected. But then so so Bushani no.
Median Kameka say
Or rejected.
Kameka.
Kodi.
Best Kamekasa.
Kodi.
Because
unim dia to Adumaku Befi. Adumaku Befi was the first person na ye di enele man no. Also yes ni no song no etia.
Ojina menyame.
And ave
ojina menyame.
Ave ya de acting communication director krama on the sansa Jeffrey nsem. And so na mu sa
odi na mu sa na ko enye hwe.
Bra. This current economic crisis here na mu you Kodi ja menya sa. Ya Kodi ya menya sa.
Asempa na
me bushafo no etie odi okan ya. Kodi omo ne wonya adwen. Mu zo mbefu pa.
So some says or ya member bushani a. Say omo na pen sa fine.
Onti na onya bushani. Because the bushafo no hwe. Ene omo hwe etie onyumre. Omo da brutal.
Wa ya bushani no. Oya bushani an kameka say da bi.
How do you reject such a
I'm not looking at the juiciness of the offer.
Master, obushafo.
You are also looking at your faith.
Faith.
Yes.
Faith in there.
Ujidie. Your ujidie wom.
Sure. Oze faith net na musa na akruto for do one in this kroma no. It is because we oze ya the side faith no abechechiri bibia ama so for so kwa. Yes faith nti ya reject we nka sorry so for ni asori no emwa asori for no asori ma no yenye obi petu 100 Ghana subscribe their koye business. Ni faith nti wa reject ni be a kebetu dinako. Asofo ni asoro no se omu ye mfi mo.
Mamusa wo.
Bisa me.
Ojidie nti. Bibia wo wiasum ha obeye. Will you do everything because of money?
No, everything. Na we bakoku nipa.
Oh. Okay. So baby odi ase.
Me koku nipa.
Unku nipa. All right. Unku nipa. Banyame ni mo hu. O say akanya bisa.
Na asofo ni asori loto ya mukan. Asori mai eni omom ebuya to no mutwa.
Eno omni nyangopon ntem asema.
Na fe na dey.
Omni nyangopon ntem. Enti na ono akwaje boyi na ni
wakwaje. Enti waka to say.
Ono ni nyame ntem asema.
Ntem asema. Enti munya no. Beto munya Muhammad. The practicing Muslim. Munya no.
Waka. Osalaji kwa.
Osalaji waka.
Munyano
waka also nya boni bia because
oni ni nyankopon
ya man opportunity say bra besum oman no oman no na ayi amamuo eni nyamesom ni nyina emfa
enfa kaiser de ma kaiser yemfa eye friend say nyankopon de nyankopon de no wo ye ho
adwuma tamwa Israel for ka say omu mpese Yesu ebedu omu so bio no pese ono no onyi obi so ka jom say ohina bakura mbe yinu so amamu no monne mumba ene ma yemo anyina ba kwakosom no se mo pe wo se ane kire se Yesu wa jatum ena o bless se yeyi pani amna boyen e wa mamuo eni ahenie mu ya ahenie ni ade ma Muhammad o Muhammad amna ahenie na ye de ahenie ma wa tro no aka ho that's also hunia and no crown so I bonetia
anyway enra mekai awal Muhammad okay awal a friend saying
the statistician
no the statistician your friend is mobile MPP
awa
and o make a profound statement say enenke Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia or say other Muslim scholars na Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia kwa sorry dem a ombe supa no or train the omo beka e dey afa disappointment ho senka Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia na wini ye na oye this particular appointment e dey ma Muslima ka sen na Ghana for ebefa no
Dabi o say ai Bawumia no on say mpenfo aka say ai de ahenche ya say dodo ni say aso say
oshan takrache
takrache yes on say ono de Ghana for vilify no I think say wrongly na me can say
said you can be
okay because the oye ya kan ho asem on says okay tama president mama e ko no den rege tamale akoda ase o aso dem no o mo bi na chiko ina on say na hanu adusu mu na ama wa ecology say o mu na o mo ye muslim but o mo na chi na ba say no ye ni problem ya wo
obi anka ho
because any kwan say so bi ka ho bibi because the obi e na ye kan say enye no so bi be na so bi ka ya na say say equalization no sila ni mfi ho
yeah
enti say o mo nkan ho asem a mo mu nya mo nkan ho asem but Ghana for nim they Ghana for the year ba umia I know they on the record
yeah
Ghana for nim they Ghana for the year ba umia em na otu sa na mo no enti say obi aye na say obi ankan ho asem a I mean yenya no enya bibia na obi beye so obi beye nura ya kan ho asem to obi aye enti say sila sa kan ho asem no o ma ne gichire no ye nko no sa ni kwa say oh ni kwa say kon sa ye ebra so say ye gyan ni ma bi hwe embra okwachi a president mama e wo podium no so de oye no o say Ghana fo nyina wiase na eka sini enum sa not ye
no munim
sa not ye
no omunim
sa no sa not
na omunim sa not ye anyway
do you get it
anyway
enti ABC enra ye kan ho asem asine enkyere se chinchen san kan ho asem o say yesu ade ku anim
anyway
o say yesu ade ku anim na de asino emergency
no eye ku apc asarbedi
that's right
spokesperson for Ghanaians
yes
anyway
got the posterity we
judge all of us posterity we judge all of us
enti enku anim yenhwe
ti says yenya eye Muhammad Abdul
Salam
say
oye kremoni eno akwaje betting akwaje loto adwuma eno
ono be peni atoto niam
loto adwuma no okoye ai na mo tuna paso bra e ba cho sika fremoja o ohia ya dambo
anyway
enti munya no sika efremoja ohia ya dambo enti training you mzamu abetna se na mo sa se na na mfansi ana democracy dey say mo hwe Kessben TV no mo hwe ana mo so o hwe Facebook no so Kessben TV so mo ana Kessben 3.3
that's it kisi ekua pc ana oten nkan so training issues are ekosi o magana mu ha na otese ode eho ensem bu metem ama lawyer ohene amankwaja ne so message na odiafa WhatsApp lines 055 1599933 0551599933 exactly 20 minutes after 7 ya come say a bo nonkron pepe na ye di dwumadie no aba na wieye ene nyame adoma ye hwe enema beye miensa na ye di ho enkomo ewo ha Operation Recover All Loot obekaya the minority caucus in Parliament at the press conference eba bonting ebe chiremu se enei ye from nipa bia momonko because edwumadia saa eye ekuo no edie no emfa emra kwanso na ase omo ahyedate kuo no se omo de betata eye abaya wakoi ne nkrofo ena omo de ebetata wo mo enti yeto nsafro bia ma no enko eno eho ensem ewo ha ene enwumre ya yebehwe na yedi eho enkomo ewo dwumadie eso afi yebehwe LGBTQ plus eho ensensem ewo ho eho nkomo twetwe no eyempanyifo adi anim ena omoni yen enni ye omoyen hu no kura ewom anase sen ena nkomo no etie yimibisa woi efrise omampani a watwam eko enche bia na anum hia na oyo omampani na Dankwa Kufuado ena private person at the bill no ekodan Parliament ena mko bobo hwa na afedie womo egitu mu se ye de ekoye mmara ti omampani emfa nensa enhyase womo ebobo sansem no mokanya no omampani esisudua ekase we a private bill na enya appropriate se aye ade aye private bill no aban edinensa ebesom senka ban epa so no ankasa aye na fe ebe se public na aban na ankasa edinensa ahyase eho court nsensem ebai opposition then NDC omo na sopa eka ho nsem ahodo bebre say omampani a wetwemu kono entimi ensign because implications ewo ho yegutem ekutem na 7th of January 7th of December ebaye ye kwoto aba MPP aban efree so na NDC aban eba no na omo opposition omo kase omampani ba obesan obesan enanum ho eno mampeni a waba betena so meka is Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekoshia Catholic Bishops Conference ena odi etudwa say bill no de also mo san ehwe ni bio na akoye public private bill na akoye private person na de koye nti aban entimi enhwe na question na mbusanse na wo munim we nyina ena na still there dey eye pressure eto omampeni na wo ho no se won ko sign bill no na enei omampani a wosu sese John Dramani Mahama de atudwa se enam se if parliament na wu no sa bill no ene parliament na wu enti yebesa bobo ho a yembobo ho foforo na afei aban na ankasa entu ho anamon people are asking say all those advocacies amanfo yetia LGBTQ+ no sankrofo nyina ewen why are they quiet this time around? Why have they kept quiet? And they omo enka ho asem. Was it for political point gaining? And now say we meant it for the good of the people of Ghana. Abijafo betrase ne yebehwe sa ensem no mu na yedi eho enkomo 2 weeks into the governance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yebehwe ho ensem 2 weeks no obi say the first 8 days na mba no kra daisy MP before 8 years no enti se omu hu ba bia wo mo efa yebehwe ministerial appointments ahodo ayaba aba yebehwe appointments to other prominent positions like CEOs, MDs ene nkroneba na yahwe ho so saying ana echo now people in Ashanti region, especially NDC supporters, any gurus wa Ashanti mantem hono, womuntimi nsumpie na mmom hyawa na ase omo ye huhu ehweromobo ehwe omo se ebesi nei appointments na abadodo na no ye hyedan hu wo bia ofri Asante mantem a ya hyeda man dibre kase bia enso ewo what is happening and also ensama ene enyumrei yebenya adaje na afei yahwe emu enso ewo dwumadie enso eso medical dia tudwa se ene uwo messenger fafa 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 Evangelist Abel Kankam aka Teacher Bonti Killer Ewo Asante Achem of Fwase. Good evening, Keori. The Secretary to the President should give us a break and stop the hypocrisy. Kena Tefra resigned a long time. Big ups to Openi, okay, and also Edia. Wadi Abrene Anope. Said countryman, Odian Makan, Keori and PSA, good evening. But it seems whatever the President now said during his campaign were all lies because his answers these days are not matching up with what he said. Okay? And also Edia Odiabanwe eyo denho trimude hine na nabwaje hwidiem ena odiwe abrene enyumrei. Good evening, sir. Enjoying the show. Okay. Just to let you know, NDC will go into opposition next 4 years. I'm glad they are being arrogant arrogant now. They are waiting. Opposition is waiting for them. Anyway, and also say prophecy, say predictional. And also they are abanos. Good evening. Politicians will never learn. Everything politicians will bring their tactics into it. So whom do we expect to serve Ghanaians? Kwachi Edward Nasa ewo Atonsu Agogo ena oduwe abrain. Isaac say Isaac ewo Takwa say I did hear that Asiedun Ketia's son has been appointed as CEO. What didn't these NPP guys say when Osafo Mafo's son was appointed as CEO? Anyway, and also Edian. Good evening. Muslims don't realize agenda Mahama got against them. Say Mahama government gave Muslims women money to real pigs and now Muslims working on Lotto. Hypocrisy in the highest order. Josh Ewo Amasamai and Oduwe Abre. Hello, good evening, Mr. Host. Tell the micro minority to stop saying that if the oral team call you, don't come. If you haven't taken any property of the country, don't panic. If we're looking for a person who stole what I am, River Pra doesn't mind. I'm David Anan from BBNE. Anyway, Mr. Joseph Amwa. Oha. Abani?
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Naboko dear.
Yami Adumbako.
Yami Ede Yami Asipa. Mesha Sefefre Trense Ene Yinra Dr. Enoch Echampong, Senior Lecturer Ken UST, Obaba Cancer, Professor Smart Sapon, Director of Research, Innovations and Development, Ken KSTU, and Afe Jerry James Suka, Communications Officer of Orikrum NDC, and also Babeka Yensa. But Mamesha Semfree, Mr. Amuahona, Yenshre, the work of oral, and some MPP4 minority in Parliament, Eka Ede Afahum.
Yeah. I may take this opportunity and share a busia for you now. I have 4 years for you now. Alright, I'll cover house, very interesting. On the so share campaign NDC for no year. Now, I did market in a pa. Begin say, no can who be, and a mile numbers no crown. Rises sound because Ghana for you know, their perception say, I buy we see a previous government. Now corruption no coin anymore. Now opulence no so na anodin. And now you could see with your eyes, say we drew baby. And Sasi is our bind their ye picture.
Yeah.
Oh, fat a hair, the yam hair. Because Sasi not ye PP, who's either the ye grab by them. Oh, now who's on the win for na a but who not win number. Now, never be a all year, which is the imprudent nature of a India living. Nina na ama manfo nyina hu se engrofo mu di sikato na se ezi ya nya enne bia na akoso saa omu ejapade na ejapade ne ma na akoso saa ofie de ejapade buku no ne ma na omu a de bufu be hye nipa mu pa edimji se president mama former president then na se ne president mama ka odisa yin ba so oba set something called operation recover all loot. Ginger man for. Inti yanoso kan ho bi na.
Amana basa.
Ne winya
ne votes
no e course.
Okay.
So because and now share across the country no a lot of people were seen to be corrupt. Because na opulence now mo show no ne man. Yeah, ne pride ne arrogance ni nyina. You know, me can bo mu na man for growth ya mpam wo ni anye ne me a omo boy man ka. Nti to aban man no oba nti wo hwe ya oba no a ya nso ani nkra na ura for start say omo adwuma. So nti omo start omo adwuma no afi unze awan for unze ade nse sikonda shishi kakra. Nti empeko ebisu na bia en kan asem. Ni omo ka ye no mom no se emra enyembra no esi pai kakra
anything
si esi pai no se ni ma bebre aba na mra bia ne ho legislative bia instrument bia na ho so tibi adwuma.
Okay.
Galam stop na legislation bi na so say adwuma.
Yeah.
What I say namo a omodi nipa no because president no na aka say ade we say o man no yemhwe ne yemmo ho pai. So galam stop and then ma huru bebre etimi aba ebia no na ela bia na ho but etimi koye adwuma etimi ko chichi nipa kra at the point na ja wa onim ekois manager ekotiguye ti
unim me emfa no say ebia na in need that framework no legal framework ntina entimi nya adwuma the way na o say eye no ebia nkenya that legal framework na nka obechi obia unim say you have every authority to arrest the person. Obi won boy to arrest it. Entina dey kumkum ne. Nema bebre bae.
Of course. Now can oh now say no a o ma hunu say ade no betimi aboa no. I will start you mo ye. this is the time for them. This is they represent the macro majority.
Macro minority.
Macro majority.
Macro
majority. No, no, micro minority. The macro and the micro. So say macro majority for no, they will have the best opportunity to legislate some of these things. Say by
and some meka yoko no hone Office of the Special Prosecutor NIB for no
what have they done? So and na I official and Martin police now also the friend friends corruption za sa microphone no ojina on prosecutorial powers ya obetim dia prosecute wo mu a ono achom yoko no me nyina omko chinkrofu ya most of less they hand over to attorney general so nti be ko akudiri ho na bia na bi ga na politics kakra wo ministers those things na ategu nti no odwuma no aye ni nyina so amanfa so nti sa be the visa baby adro no at least a bie kwa na man say obeti sa yi no
on legalizing operationalizing
on sa corruption za no a ombetimi ayi o mo abenya prosecutorial powers ya ombetimi dia ye adwuma o mo wo the integrity and the resolve ombetimi dia bo o man ho because o man say yisika e true corruption enya sankutoa di o ma dia bakura no ayinim no is about $3 billion. So $3 billion in the IMF you. As see across all here the Abek can hone a year. In our 6 billion. The $6 billion ya. See I'm good time of zero caucus risk. And the saying in I can who boom near bois. Say by ya, sa a near man or air cost any abit messiamo. And the meno, I dear here seeing in I ever jet to near by any say. Yammy hook I say. I'm pa. Ya maya a busy see corruption. Corruption by but this time round, this is the beer on end. Beer, this is the time where any opportunity, basically, see at the end of or man or tono. Now, microphone now, we are a boy. Into me, yes, I did. Because now, microphone can say, we are through but as far as I know, Minizo Mafrubia.
So make accusations.
They are soliciting for information to find out what is going on. So until we be okay. So see, I want over 700 a year information at different angles, petitions near year, which to me is good.
Okay.
At least obia. At least we going to say. O man on team be freezer.
Okay.
What I say because see me fan say see a paya fa say na pra no ide. Wada. Oni afa say ne we.
See unni bone police ni ba unwane. But one thing I mean yenhwe ho so kakra. One thing ya no mo kan say ade a omodi the problem is the line or say a draw no ye. What is meant legal? Omoya no say omo papers that shows legally they have acquired those lands. Secondly, there are other NDC people almost sort of sans what is happening to them?
The point is, say no. A friend will be a petition. And the corners are human as a legal as a jama.
Okay.
Because I had the antisa Africans in Bana. Africans the Chiwa. You are proving guilty until you prove that you're guilty. What does it? I had your chiwa as innocent until you are proven guilty.
I because you're then you're guilty.
We are guilty until you prove innocent.
What go prove who say you're innocent? Yeah, I had
we are innocent until you are proven guilty.
Okay.
That's the way. And this will be a man abemubu and also be a enya that the fear no say ya we be akota as genuinely who papers nyina na say o di akwa na say won hwem ne nsa ampa as no what ampa we be ya so be antimi nyo hwe emrem na ato ya obi antimi nyo hwe
impo ya ban asase ya
ban asase na say o koto nsempo ade ya
ebebusa okay
e di endre na o de ma nsempo na obi de ma nteku
okay
ni nyina do come up because na asase ni bi ho so a baby at an primary yes. So I'm doing good democrat task because as I said, the value no, the cost and the value are two different things. Because 1 acre is 1 acre, but baby had done the value of it.
Okay.
My friend said the Americans said that you're not a bonko.
Okay.
So I could to be a contom round.
Anyway, you answer a plot of land.
A plot of land. But I got around it. Which is true.
Anyway.
The cost and the value differ in respect of the. Now, Papa, we are can say, or you know, I can say assassins. Assassins. But beer no be depending on how much you have.
Anyway. But my Professor Smasapo na fe Dr. Enoke Champon Akwaba. Prof.
Yes, sir.
Kwaba.
Yeah, minia. Me just
boko de.
Nyame adom.
Doc na me hunu 1 year ni.
Yo. So to kwa so many.
Doc Kwaba. Share of a coffee best sound for adventure winning Tinase and the Minusia. I'm sober. I'm so no papa. Yeah, possible. Oh, there are nobody in Yami. Anyway, sometimes you are now a PSC to me from. I am nobody in Yami. Anyway, and it's Nema. Yes, me ho ye pa so so he
nyame adom ho ye pa anyway prof
opanina me hu na che
the whole 1 year ni
1 year ni say 1 year 2024 ni sia
samu ademeka
asa
samu ademeka kese pa o say me kan o sere
na say we can the radio so
ai da bi
oni mo bia odan obi ka radio so ne issue o say radio ne so ni tv no so de bia metena bia medan ne ka sika no so o fa amu ade ba me so amenye
me o de mami amenye ba da bia medan ne ka
nene na odan ne kasa ya dey
na mi sa say de no da me o de me
de no do ka
de bisa
just me musa afa de musa go musa
de ti am so de me ka
musa mo we de kana tifo yina ehu e de na ko de me ka
e ka no so ko side ti ka still onye
anya program ya na me ba money program o ya
o de me ka o
na overall say
Jinyasi high school.
Na traffic bi wo honum. Ti na me vese mi ram sa na. Benim ka no ko pon the car no.
Oh, eni anyaka, eno de ese anyaka. Eni sida eni anyaka. Eni sida.
Normal.
O ya wa.
O si yo hunu yo hwe no.
Say what?
What is the next one? Drivers and some somewhere you see V8 to you found a pen me car na drivers na atwam me see no me hu na na drivers adai no we jar man e ko free
omunti ase
anyway prof ya ko na fe ye oral no ye oral no ni minority be hwe minister point ba me hwe oral answer minority I press conference ese asomo de tata omododo na sisi ye frobia mo bia nko na any legal backing bia eno ho ensem enena ye hwe the duty abeye ade a ye de etata abankrofo anase legally anase edwumombo ye no eso Ghana anase magana ekonanim na question am busaka ho ne se aban mufuo nko a ene yeti oral no emma wo mo anase umetimi asan ko beyond we actually because accusation omode ba no say government lands na say for no say NPP NDC for so etotobi so these are the areas we're looking at from the oral now
good me da say Kwabena na abusuafo agimre hwe ye nyina so ye mo bibia aju me wofa amwane menua a champion there we look alike a champion be kokko kakra sen let me emphasize that it is appropriate
no who difference
ya to abama mawi ni pe oh ya to abama mawi
75 miwini wa haya ona no kofa to kwa we buy
sabre na be ote
selo onye no hunni
ya to abama studio haya
onye
e for a free
ya declare serious lemses our election kwesa blekuma no
anyway
enti oral no in principle me techiri
Okay.
Because sabi ye nyina ye Ghana for. Say obi afa kwan bone so bi afa nneema bi a anka say ye nyina ye dia so man. Na so no nko an ne fiefu afa. I think say it is worth investigating. Ye hwehwem. Na baby say ade ne ye de kokoto back no. Na so ba fa so ma ye nyina no. Ye mfa nkoto ho. Me de na ma adwene ne say oral no be ye investigative reports ni nyina de akomo mampani ono no te committee no mampani enim ni ese o de sa report ni ya na bibia ese o de ko ene nyame adom ye nua pani Dr. Ayine o ma veti na wie likely say enche bia na otwe besim ya bete say we assume full responsibility of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice hono say pani aban lawyer pani nanka omuwie omajuma menye so say adwuma we ora no mu be ya afiemu because openi okuja to cry likely say be obenya ministerial appointment so
nya ministerial appointment crash still awo because they say Kofi Boachi enya appointment but still is part of the oral
operations director of operations at the Jubilee House at the presidency ne de no ye at that house na juma ne ntrem free ifio to no de obetimi aye several other responsibilities that ye ma ministry bit say for foreign affairs Asami will not have the time to be doing a lot of the diplomatic.
The President Swaka will operationalize you. He's coming to operationalize it.
Operationalize the oral. And I make us into Munyo Majumano and Franco Mampeni.
Okay.
So that time no Munina oral is not like an officer to say a special prosecutor's office.
Okay.
Yamomu specific assignment to move yenum the Mampeni pe Umajuma. Okay. Enti konkoye adini nti no me de na ma adwem se mu ba be ye nhwehwemu no mu de reports ne ne mbenya bia keka ho da komo mampani na ne be bi o mampani de be fa no mu de afa in getting their prima facie and establishing their reports no ma yen kan we fidie so say omunye investigative body under the constitution or under any constitution enti na me of amu a ka galam stop no ne den menye so say in their operations of galam stop Omu turning himself into investigative body, called people for cross-examination, question them, then they couldn't have done that, and they didn't do that. To be a mufo say some do court to be a change for be court. Court and so the okwa say you see ebeja wana ebeja ilu ana ebe fine. Those are the three options. Omu munya freedom do mu kodi and then and in our legal system, and ya me nwanwa say sometimes we free the guilt and rather jail the innocent and then you see usually wow asem here then would be more court where who asem can crowd me fa hu differ yeah didn't mestre me sure say minority issue sa statement we because e bia ora no adane omo ho ajuru and na omu frɛ for questioning ne den mestre questioning will be done at the right place and at the right time. Shenipa na egu ayine so no oral committee ne so no me wofa Kofi Boachi eyi menua Raymond Acha and me ka se menua pa Raymond baby obia nim se menua no nyanchen okay enche bia kra ye be ye papa ye papa CK Acha frame e ma enche bia no ye de honsem ba betu dwane ade ye ma busuafo nyina yako apart from omumienu Sebio yanti omonka in the past 8 years. Raymond, a fine gentleman, onna only the inquirer or your investigative journalist, Mojuma Bia or Bomu Brane, Nyamienumuni. Na Oshe Kofi Boachi so an area of expertise security or any area called retirement. Over the 8 years, Sankofum Yunipe Yanti omonka.
Kofi Boachi crowd getting the latter part.
A campaign and on the Huji Mubuani party, NDC. That is for me no much of a problem because you do baby say all hands on deck, so be a chef from her baby and where you won't pay. Apart from Raymond and Kofi Boachi, I anti Omunka. Almost every day within the 8 years of the NPP government, Yeti Martin Pebunka, Eti Okujata Black Anka. All the things they were talking about no near say. Uti TV3 osio $29 million no. Mehu. Manya mi amekokota ko chimatum No, I refer to the cases where that's what court. They say what court. Proving to the whole world, say, or evidence of a nipebia. Omodi Jumebia, Amwa, and Assam Fam Rakwanso and Nanye. Minya Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa. I mean, we all know how consistent he was in exposing Ebinum. I'm on Penia Quento Bien who 2 years, and one Quintebuno. Minya Kujeto Ablakwa farm Ametuyenim. Demonstrating, say, Sika Ghana Sika is being spent profligacy. Menene ya adwene wo National Cathedral so. In fact, Okujeto Ablakwa nema drive home the point say sebe ade ne betimi aye nyame ho ade but say wo ye wo nipa asase so a you should take into account what we call accountability, transparency, probity. Nyese sebe honhom ade na wo ye nti no
ye jawsa
sika anya ikra emfa parliament we nam ha basa overnight it mean induct obi into architect society and then the next morning we award him I mean do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And what I'm saying is that Mpenimfue Bebunom Okujeto Ablakwa nom ni ade, they have been very vocal on issues I feel say amfa eyiso. Ena abanya asesa na omampeni say mo ana mo list sa na ema ni nyina na on TV mutumi kire nka ata kire say obi adifo obi ayede bi enye den ni nyina no. Afi de ma take committee with this had na shemonsa. In fact, onu mo ye new on the committee, and before someone Penny did a very smart act by the inclusion of Openi Remondacha. Very smart one. Investigative journalist, Nedi Oye, and say, Mumujina Monte Casa did no undercover. Obe free undercover abano. Nebia, no one would record dossier kita no. I bet to my intercept my yes undercover for the others room. And no me sure say Raymond was added for sa ni nyamia domo dia cheno. Raymond dem na no e was school because University of Ghana. Even there as a student. Me ka baby ani eti ani edidi ni nsemu ana okeka ni nema bi ono de chire there as a student kura no. Asma me kan ye be 2002 2001 more how many years ago?
About 23.
Any oh, to say when such a person is added to a committee, I feel say they can more go quiet and on earth you may be a PR. A codom and penitable so no man pending in science say Kim. But who crane you no more doctor in a hot, they could pay a courts anymore. A be fail.
To you know, if I may ask her, are they talking too much? Because
Raymond is not talking.
I'm talking as I had no referencing. Kujeto Ablakwa. Enough a 700 way. That not the 53-page document about one thing. Or baby and Nimani now.
Minya Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa is a politician.
Okay.
And to know the BBM you expect say or the political gain kakra bebem. In fact, that is even the more reason why I main support to say I bind that animal nipa biara ko pie oral anim to be questioned by Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa. To be politics.
Okay.
Politics as usual. I think say a proper place where questioning can be done. There, yenyina yenim organa ha.
Yeah.
Yenyina yenim. Personally, much as I support the oral committee, I will never foresee say a bubu bibako pio a committee chaired by Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa, supported by Martin Pebu. Then why would I go there to do what?
Anyway,
who be some questions in the Korea saying? Would those same questions be asked me at court? And now one be some question no bua assembly or wana. Intermediate yes. Maka ese mi no nyumre me support oral no but nyame animuni they shouldn't even add that me mo fa question en kran ko madwuma ho me nya so say no mampani so mo so mo nkonkoye o mampani say ye nya maaye no now to meet na TV so for 2 hours interview showing document upon document upon document upon document Martin Pebu ni cases also no ankasa kra dia kokko to kra bro ni a president dia man so mehye no and I do intelligent. I mean, intelligent. I mean, respectfully, what I'm saying is that a very smart guy like Remondacha has been added. Very smart, unsuspecting. down to earth ojina ha hu
unassuming
no
so na oye niema
and I'm saying me cry the reason why they be able remember chadi bia no may extremely careful and respecting the outcomes because of me no University of Ghana time grab time grana niema or try to say home ni woni na ya or this the year you know we do sabre quiet unassuming ni den yeah this for no be bata ho so that ne na mo keka o TV so no especially me nia Sami Okudjata black one Martin pe bu modie no afi de enye propaganda bio let's see out yenyimu nia eye worth pursuing no na mpanifo emeka mo ho na mo nhyehyɛ ne kama mfa mrɛ me o mampani na me fa nkoma attorney general ni prosecute cases in court ni enye ni akodi obi ho bia mra back to ade sa ye nam site ye dit camera di echi ko ha ba ni nyina de sini enko ba bia o respectfully enko ba bia
anyway
at the time where questioning will be done documents will be produced no e ho na ebe hu ne o kwa ne niema legally or illegally so bi wo ho no akwa ne niema legally and so asase no for say it should have been put to ade a yenyina ebenya ho mfaso and not obaakofo ni ade a you compensate the person, take the land back ni ade nti edu ho no mu all those things will be done but to appear before a politically
no kwado no aka say omonye omadwen so me invite you bia Okudjata black on aka saka
so where from the minority
score I say the omo kire ne say omajapade omanya no legally kura abehwe na kuo bia ba ye ba beje e ya bejapade
anyway and they say different things from
but omo dey afro oral no so oral no ka ho na masane ma we nyina
anyway and now we are discussing different topics. I felt say jama oral no is demanding the appearance of
omo free obi aso
okay no you mojuma ka dey kan so mu nko friend crofo at least unti be say you can write to those people affected or those things but say you inviting Crawford there that mean the right forum will be set for Sanimana when you invite obi there na say obi amana kuma Anthony ne omu ye no me say hu hia so mu hwehwem na ade a say ye nyina dia bia omu gibre yen in doing so no kakra bia obetime di abo omu ne fa bo omu omu bo wasase so na say you friendly not like a panel atrasi baby sa question wajapade ye hu se kan abansa ase ho na then the friendly ones ne initial ones ne ade nyina motimi abo ho nkomo just to help them all right one in committee members they are not harmful people pebu ne kase ne tenten nyina na
no harm in stature
harm in or depend
in your siswa
asamaba but I mean it's a very friendly committee I feel say say calling you improve be as appear before us nisa for ne dia and let's cooperate with them
all right
now muntimi nyom report fan come on mampani
why will the opposition be afraid normal be press conference these are assembly tata mo
and let's talk to the oral team also say omo kwa omo nko no na jansa na abeba so oba invasive now as a physically you want to take away what is mine the strength ahode a omuwo as oral committee no eni omu physical strength mu anyhow legendary they appear any soldiers for here be di omachi it is not in it
anyway
police ne bia meni nya confrontation bi wo akane asankare bus stop na o se me mra me bebie me boot ma wo na me see from ba boot ne ho enti me yesa me bia no san ka chem se me nko na me ko dum meja no ansa na ma bebie boot na man na me so me gusu bie na nam so diesel engine there wo bia ya menta nunum ja no rough sa o park kra ya mani so kakra sa me kasa asem no na ne bufu ti ma bie bu net no na ogina ho na me so me gina ho nka hwe boot no na e free na number when the policeman is talking to you uyi ya no wo and I'm then hey senior and yes I say wo mani bi no I got so hurt I was like hey and yes I say wo last born and jama first born me say wo mani bi wo hwe manim yi why friendly si form na nkasa mesi form bra boot na nkasa me no wugina boot ni aw ka kire me no kra nyese bia mama sarcastic answer me kra me for say o akoye conversation ti ugina kra me numu ja ne sa enu na ubu afu jama ubufu fifi na ade ba adwuma manyaza enti mesraw men me nkasa sa na uyi watade no to nchen a you authority na ade gina ha na in your uniform uyi uniform free one mo a ahwa okra oba me officer you will need appointment yeah to bu ase obi obenya da jama mo say ni mum na mo tete si form crime mesi obi odi speed twa mu anka abenden
anyway
enti no the energy they have is in the authority the president has given them. And how much soldiers they will follow them and cameras a video much this animal no but we are remove the politics kakra be boom. Oh yes there kakra bem na mura no ora ye adwuma say na 57-page report ni ade but mesre say they should make sure me the man no make sure say ade bi on be hu on be for the come mampani bia no enya ade a emma on mampani insensitive enye quality not quantity enye 700 cases there be say 100 cry no move say this is conk we die ye the common mampani pursue a ye benya bibia mo man back it will come on record say yetime retrieve sense e be ya sense 700 cases in some power running power 600,000 and be Roma. You can have a little political fun, why not? But omu final report they will make sure say quietly they will send quality correct even if it is 5 authentic correct ni adia na Ghana benya bibi kakra back into the national idea. I think praise be to God.
All right, Dr. Enoch Echampong. Yeah, you tuntum chair, Prof. Anyway.
Nicola Bremo, Nicola Bremo, no time pensu.
Anyway, yeah. My Jerry James Suka Akwaba. Jerry. Good evening.
Good evening.
Afisiapa.
I think commentary.
Last year, who from last year. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Maybe also our appropriate time. Right. Doc, Mamma.
Yeah. KOD. Me fa kwenye suna machia. Isha ache na machia minu na mami na umeshare studio ha. Na machia mikrum. So they be me come me free chiri. Me free boy sango. Eni nyina wo the same district. Me family ni bi wo ho.
Okay.
Boy sango me ma me nuanom bebre ho no monti. Ho ya yeta ko ho. Me free adanse aboabo. Number 2. Ni nyina wo adanse asokwa. District mu.
Nyina ho ni free. Me free. Kusa area ho.
Ufri kusa.
Ho na papa free.
Oh okay. Nti ehona mfiri na nse ya na ye me say me da bia me kan me si me firi chiri
na sa hade nkan ye chiri
oh tie me chiri na me firi not in terms of distance oh
na in terms of
conditions ay nyini mu
oh okay matter
nti na me si me firi chiri no conditions ay nyini mu a di pie ye no nti da bia me kan me si me firi chiri nti me firi dance asokwa aha district me che obi bia wo hwe ye na anwure asema dedwa ora asema no the first issue is I'm pacing me bisa is when was it formed?
ORAL was formed before the president was sworn in.
Did he have that authority to form that when he has not been sworn in?
Oh, send to say meti ho na me se matimiku a omfanye nhwemu emfa mame
aha nti say what you ku wonya o mampani en what ku say ku no emra be na ebo ne ho ban
eni mra bi ebo ho ban
nti ontimi nko obi a property so e wo so omote ase o because emremo de kokota time I form me committee na nkasa ne nipa na form me ye no emra be na ogina so de form me ye
na locus ne say
any say na address ne say
okay
because no a president elect oba mremu a Ghana ye mremu no ye ni ye recognize president elect say one form a committee nko ye bibi ma no enu nti na gi say ministers ne adawe na appointees in kra no gi say aso awu in.
But Doc, me answer from this angle. As a citizen, a good citizen at that. Okay.
Maybe build the point. Okay. May start from when the committee was formed.
Okay. I want to number some question. Yes. Say me a good citizen. Me who say me be a koswa enye. Do I have the right to gather information and present them to the appropriate courts?
You have the right to gather information, but I don't have the right to invite people to your committee or to come before you. And you don't have the right to invade someone's property.
Okay.
That one must be established.
Okay.
You see, yente banana community mu and I say banana state republic and I any animal farm. So that's here. Inti me person me din can beside this say at the time as our committee in the cry for men any power for me ye no na emrem oni tumi bia.
No ye omanpeni otiapa kem.
Ye nsuwe we in. Inti we need to me what I say no near 1 2 enko committee no omo betim do bia court.
Debi.
Inti say oba me property so na me say me ma kwan obeye den.
Untimi ngeri.
The first thing I may person make can say obi awia oman ejapade ana oman sika e wo say nipa no yetimeje ejapade ni free ni ho se nipa awia oman sika me support any attempt say ye betimi age sika no because se sika ne ba ye betimi dia ye neoma eni kwa ise kodi kwa brane ebotum so bi asase a ye betimi asi school dan asi so ye betimi asi factory amana aboa oman ana ye betimi dia ye oman project so bi fa kwati kwan kewdi na okofa ana ebi owa ban mu nti ne nsa etimi ka e wo bra enye kwampa so a e wo se ye gifri ni nsem but e kwan be na wo se ye gie legally enti se obi akoto na saasi na ohwehwem na o say oni tumi ana saasi no anto no kwampa so ehfa na wo se woko
court and as call a police station report it to the appropriate courts
enti me kewdi se me wo me fie na se okujetu any journalist be the ba with that court order me won kraman me ye go omo so
enti me ehwe no say o e ba ya na there were some people in Ashanti region na mo call around e bi call for me na e call a DC ni ho fertilizer na e ya ban dia no was store omo ko ha se wa hodo a enka ode eko omo koje there were other places na omo koya omo wesa ban japade ni wo ho sa time na nka be sane nkram egu omo so
o court na ma kwan na se tumi be na ode ba wo ye de hu se ya ban dia ye isi o ntina make no me sese obi afa obi aban japade ana wa wia oman ni sika me support se e wo se saade ne yegye na emum Ghana ha ye wo mra se ye soso saade we su a kewodi ebeduru mrebi obi a otimi wu betimi ahwe wani maka kire se wo kai ya otimi mehwe a ebi adwuma a wo ye kura no untimi nto ba ebi a oni mo salary nti obetimi akosesa emabunu bi anan kofo mo ho odena ba ho so mo beje wo ka because ebi nso anaka na wa na wato wa de o enu nti na me sese obi awia osusu obi awia obi ade a Ghana ha mra wa yemfa court na court ma order na won fiti preko a se wo kɔ eno no de me against two ebra na NDC wo opposition Martin Kpegbuni okujetu document dodo se no mo anyi wo TV so wo mo won kɔfo awia neoma enti se yede wakɔ ede ebie na wo so akɔ asase no so enti sa abre na okeka sa ansem na uni document ana na uni evidence ana me de one madinka astate say so obi wie obi oman sika e wo se yegye but kewdi wo se famra kwan so
okay
e bia ne wo wadwene ye wo se nipa na wi akra no na genuinely ye ndia ana meboa sa enti se wan hwe ye na ukoye gidi nti ebe wi ase na se ukohunu se se na nya nokra ubekọ akorenda public apology ana se obeye den enti sa ye the camera sisi so ye kwa ha ye wura obi fie mfaso ni so se wo gidie se nipa no ade no wawi a court koji court order ana se momfa ne court no meyi ensema no basa de o me se kewdi ya hu bi daw 2008 change of government by okay before ye be obeto about 2008 no okay betimodi drusu we will jail them fifi kweti kan so man paniku for kura wia Bank of Ghana good ohu nyina wom kofa Prudential Bank statement any bank account of NPP officials so mo wie sika wo maye sei kodi 8 years a mo ba power kire me NPP ni ba ko mutim de ne court case we wi a oman ni sika na ye de natum ana ye find ni guilty ye betimi atena TV so radio so asen kofo din people's reputation politics nsa na akodru say nipa no ye tan no nima ban mu ye fili say bia wo ye adwuma wanye bibi ntino ne etie bia wo se egu ne ho fi ugu ne ho fi akodru ba bi na afa nipa ni ti san a ye say nti asante for cancer we say ntu adru ba bia ye beto akodru no ye san wuti a enkodru ho enti yenye careful da bia ya na mihia menuanom ma mabunu no ndc fo ni bi mimpese mebo ebidum be ya na meka kire omo o Patrick atua da bia me ni hia bi o frem of phone so yedi nko meka kire se masa politics na wo ye no abranti afi no wa sha ase sometimes in sempeni fo na keka nsem bia yenye careful wan hwe ya wo beduru sa stage na bi kura na wa na makwawe so ena wa bo bra enya wo nioma bi but ye betage wo se politics na ye dey aboa ma wanya enti yenhwe ni ye because you see what if mo de koma ayine no court na say amfa afi na o san ya betani akaka say bia judiciary and a protective wo but what prosecute case no in the court of public opinion na wie until we be kan saa we ma ye say wo de be kwa gina court be wie na afi ye say for evidence bra no e ho no nya TV so na akoka no enye TV so na akoka no we ye hu bia pen senior me kan si so bio me say said your masi a sha ase no so mo anyai no manye no on the quiet 2008 die na ebi na be say si okay Ghana at 50 okay Ghana at 50 Dr. Rekubrobi case no omo kan wa radio so we disika sei waye sei e copy mu or court evidence be no me de koye because Chenu Achibi can say since people hunters have learned to shoot without missing
Eneke the bed has said since hunters have learned to shoot without missing. He has also learned to fly without perching. Yes.
This is a profound quote from Chenu Achibi. Why you are say? E bia o person prosecuting call for. We are mine sika ane. E no kra ye nyina ye support obi a we are mine sika o man na japade de. E o se ye but ukoye populist and your manioma we ya. One kasa na woma evidence na nkasa beduru ono no ma say ni nyina.
Anyway, nti o me on the quiet.
Upe we bi ache na. Ye nkotena radio so nkot mfa cameras ni nkofo achi o.
Ye tete.
Na kewedi wo de meka ke enu ntina se wahwa. Godfrey Dami. Obeya attorney general. Case ben pa na wote say omo discuss e bafuboni mu de a omunya prosecution ni ade no. Oti no radio so. Oti no TV so. Sani prosecute case o. Na nye public opinion. Ubeye sani o mani nyina abewie no. Ukotena judge na animu a afefa evidence bra
na
koya asem ubewie no asa akotani aka say judges no na protecting kofo ana mesre wo mo say baby aduru no so obi awia o man ni sika say de o mo kana yenyina ye beta akiri me ma kan different platforms so ama me party mpanifo no ko bi frame na ona menya adwene na am ka chen say me de enye sa bre ni ye beka say free asumasi free obentin
wawia
sir wudi for ne de kokkoto awa akoka because e bra na wo ne oma no na nkofo frɛ wo kra na wo mfa
anyway
ke we don't dey make na say me san enokro but approach omu use ono enye at the end of the day ye besa be 6 square 1 bonus afi wo be kwa no asa be si wachi because nia wo ye we ya wo ye ne se wo pe na chi no ono so pe ba bi ehuri agina wani be ba ahoso no na se e bia document bi kra na wanye ni ye a obe ye ni ye afi obe duru ho no no e Ghana house ne ye wo ye ni digital platforms obe ye ne manual wani be ba ahoso no ma backdate no masese bibia afi ode be kwa kogina on no so aye dede kwa enti mesere wo so indeed if they mean well for the country, they should work on the quiet. But I want to reiterate this point, say oral committee nankasano, it has no legal basis because at the time when for mayor, any power for mayor, no on your president.
Thank you very much. Sugar, JJ, oral, what they with Hante, and I say, what they find information for prosecution.
Kodi.
Yes, sir.
Ishiache. My mefa Kwabena Owusu na me mo no production team abaso. In fact, election no Jumason amoboye Kessben media. In fact, mo coverage na Ghana for edi echire mo bo adwuma ye pa. Kodi. Me mefa Kwabena Owusu na me ko panelists no. In fact, menchia wo mo. Ne titu aye Professor Spansapon. Me pen na che yi pa wa woni tia
o hwe no
me pen na che yi pa
adan o hwe no ayo den
ono wenye ora
enyo oral interrogation
wenye oral interrogation me ya invite me professor me te wa na me hwe ne survey bi a report bi about bonten around November ana waka say MPP 128 seat a safe and NDC there 92 wakaya kwaka say election no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia benya say 49% to the same na in lesser than that
49 48 47
48,
oh yeah
okay.
45 right
45 and we dey me kai no say nyame adom yenya 56 okay ana Mahmoud Bawumia yenya say busy 38% okay ebi say 42% sene etie bia no de woka nyina no Ghana fo de na Ghana fo kangasa no eno na esi no enti yada na se ene ne savior de Bible ntina so de Ghana fo kai no na aba kewodi me free ho no wadaroma ora operation recover all ye na enim say na ka ye manifesto ye kwa pro Ghana fana nyina ye wura bebia no wei eka ye policies a ye toma Ghana fo e ma Ghana fo ejina so ye den eto aba edemaye in fact ye wo oyi nipa be ye 10 a obenya emu 6 a na wo mani abre se ora na eka eye ye manifesto and I say policies no ho kra no eno kra ntina ebi mo even including their own MPP for na bi se senior mo mpanyifo no ese wia Ghana japade di Ghana sika nyafonyafo ne de ho behia se ora ne de omo to aba e de amaye ye ba e wo se ye adwuma na adan e de na esi a MPP fo mo ye magisi o mo yi e de na esi minua no doc e ka se mi se any constitutional backing any demo he should go and refer back to the constitution kewodi ora your mandate near there evidence gathering right aban workers and our public sector workers me boana wo mo ayesusu se anasa yatete se womu afa koti kwan so ekwan bi so na wo afa aban japade no ede ad na ede yomo yenko ne yenko hwehwem president what wa even before elections no oto na we afre no ana MPP minister we MP we wa ko to aban japade we sika she obi mpase eni demu se mo ba mo hwehwem maye course no edoso so we needed a centralized point bia ye be channel sa information sin na enu no ene boa ma e de sa ora we den e baaye en yaka the core mandate is evidence gathering. You gather evidence ni via ediana edeye. You da kwa president. And I was say MPP for etias say. Yen kan ni bebia da say ye babe J a year state institutions be juma heden. Aye. It is not about duplicity of a state institutions. Ora no ni mandate no separate. Ye bob when you na kwa president. Kewodi yanko Article 41 Clause F of the 1992 Constitution. Or say every citizen has a duty to protect public property and conduct and combats the misuse of state resources. This is Ghana's constitution. We enye Uganda dio, enye Kenya die.
So every individual has the right, has a responsibility,
exactly,
to protect
public property. And combat the misuse of state resources. And what is the mandate of this ORA? It's the ORA no, illegal na. That is the question. And if you the preamble of your constitution now, ORA ORA is working contrary to the preamble of the constitution, the rule of law. We have they should come out and then point one particular thing. They have nothing to say.
Okay.
Kodi, say, it is alleged, say a minority leader, Honorable Afenyomakin. Yes, police training school be were winning by Omo and a wakwako see just a faculty council or what GSS.
What evidence or faculty council?
It is alleged.
Okay, let's take it like that. Okay.
Exactly, it is alleged. What faculty council AG a police training school, what I must say, what winning about. There's a building now, a sisuno, just say, a chain, a year Jubilee House.
Hey, Yanyasun.
I'm telling you.
Yanyasun.
Kodi, may say, just say, and you may be why. What say? These are some of the issues. And you know, when you say, Obi cried here, or more confronting, I will say, I didn't know, cray, Monyanko.
And my young can say, also alleged.
Oh, yes.
So we're taking it as alleged because we don't have any evidence in that back end. Exactly. According to Jerry Suka,
according to exactly,
alleged.
It is alleged.
Say,
Afenyomakin.
Good. I want you to stress on the word alleged. Okay.
But me say just some few hours ago. Ora he won sense me a ye nhwehwem ya no. Ana ya te say na me ka say it is alleged. Say Honorable Afenyomakin, minority leader, say sia me no ka say.
Okay.
We need ba a police training school. E wo mo asase. Ana wafa koti kwanso akwaje kakraka.
That's we
na ohwe building na wo asase no so
a and also magada na mo dia call friends are protest. Let them investigate. Yes.
You maybe. I say ohwe the composition of the ORA team na bibia bi wom. You journalist, right? You were lawyer. You were security expert. And looking at
the politician.
Your politician. The composition alone no can be bitter or say. The bienua wa mubaya ebetia Ghana mra. And now say a year how do you call it? A year a year contrary to the 1992 Constitution because they know the tax that have been given to them.
My question is now oral is it meant for the MPP administration alone? Okay. Okay.
ORA is not meant for the MPP administration.
Okay.
It is even serving as a deterrent.
Okay.
To a year NDC.
So will it go to be the information from more some of the Obia choir bind as say those time ORA will accept them and prosecute them and send them to the appropriate courts?
Since the inception of this ORA thing, more than 700 cases. So it could be
okay.
Say even NDC for home. What you say? obian to me chere buying property you
no matter what party affiliation
exactly
it affects you.
It's way we are talking about say minor the 1992 Constitution article 41 clause F no ama yes our responsibility duty ni say yenya den yem protect the public asset no no one say mo irrespective of your paraphernalia. Some of them MPP ni, some of them NDC ni. If you are encroaching on a year aban asase, na enye no kwanso no afa kotin kwanso na wo ya, ehun be hia say ora na obedi.
Aban property bia, say yesika, say asase, say ye dia.
Omu ko wie sika ko hyempase nyina no. Me ba me te say prof eka Martin Kwegbu de bia no TV3 na na wo say Abena Cecilia Dapa, honorable member. In fact, na sika na ehye person no mkofa be 100 counting machines ebe kan ya. Be more than 20 hours o montumi ankan sika na wie no. Sika no ko montumi sika na dodo. What you say? Sa asem ni na no sa asem o say ehun hia Martin Kwegbu pa.
Tini nyina beko oral.
Ni na be dada.
Enti scan so na da ka boot na no so yira no so be ko ora.
Me say ni na say ye no kra.
Okay.
Ye no kra ni na so ora.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
Eni ke odi. Ma me ka che me nua dog say. Eya nto boase.
All right.
Me nim e bia obi ben na ono so no ho akokemu dia. On kan je ne say ono musu etwa open.
Eye den a.
E
beto no. Thank you very much. Jerry Suka and Otin can right. You move on after you other issues one and I prefer
no. Me obo me din.
Until I also obey. Okay.
In fact, I didn't expect that from Jerry.
Okay.
Because me name the level of education, but I said we're joining the propaganda
Crusaders,
that was going on social media. And it's on one for report in the big can you. And if the reference is in October and they have worked hard and everybody have seen the outcome. If you were expecting a turnout of 81 and then, you know what I mean, I appreciate Ofori is a constituency of elites. I mean, baby, I can't for but I mean, he shouldn't join the social media. Says I no person here there, then I will just leave it for him. Right. And just I didn't expect.
So this animal
it's very, very low.
The turnout was low.
Every reason why no researcher in Ghana got it right is known to everybody. Election nabitrem.
Just take some few minutes. Yeah. Let's clarify them for the sake of our listeners.
Yes.
Clarify the way and the researcher be right.
The reason is known. The reason is that and they can say nobody expected turnout to be as low as for low turnout you could expect, but not as low as what we had. Number one, me crowd there, me model no based on turnout, 81% turnout. Apart from say October data, it was still subject to 81% turnout. October to December, things could happen. And I want to applaud the NDC for the hard work they did over the MPP. Made them feel say hard work and the winning will be apart from the hard work and the period turnout also fell beyond everybody's imagination. That is why Owusu Dankwa will predict 51 to 54 and the actual will be 57.
Okay.
I'm not sure because anybody could have said it. Now NDC. Into be NDC be professor. Let's not chip in the conversation to that. It's a very serious work. But if he mentions his home constituency, I can take him through corners of his home constituency and tell him what is happening where. And that is the level of work.
Okay.
And not just to sit and say when the car say when I be winning and when I am winning, you fan constraint and I am fan. I am a professor, whether you like it or
anyway.
Thank you very much. And I did it very reasons need the reason why data in October will be different from actual in December. He should know. The reason why I expected turnout of 81, conclusion be drawn on 81, it falls lower than 81. Let's say be plus 5 minus 5 plus 2 minus 2.
Far lower.
20% lower. I think we should applaud the NDC the hard work. Minya Solomon anane. She bush. Ube she Solomon anane biya. Na just say biya 2 months. Me huni biya. Me name ne pa. Me tired driving the corner. They up and down. Papa friends say, oh, your friends say,
Yamin.
A friend play. No, Yamin they sound they open on pone so yeah. Juma commander. Fuseni don't call.
Fuseni don't call.
A friend plays JDM. Fuseni don't call. Be who Fuseni don't call. No, they gave him a task called special duty. Into Canadian crowd, and they're saying submarine, and he knows how later in Komoa airborne some never be hard work. Indeed, because Professor said this and this one said that. I don't expect that from my brothers.
All right. Thank you very much. My kind messages now you move on to the next one now yen twaso ewa hanum say ebi ababe gumfat egumu bebre, but we'll try our best to read what we can. Hi Mr. Kiodi, Christianity was brought up by other people like Europeans and others, but they are not following the rules. So let's him who is in charge of lotteries, whether Christianity or Muslim or not, go ahead, please. By Matthew Derry. Anyway, so Isaac Otakwa said, so when Mahama was forcing Anado to sign, was he not aware that it was a private member bill? They even accused Baumia of supporting gayism. All right, politics is everywhere. Good evening, KOD. On the LGBTQ+, President categorically said, if we are teaching our values and culture at school, there is no need for signing that bill. And it's true. Most is from Ejiso. That's our next topic in Tiababe discussion. Good evening, Kyori. I'm doing the listening live from Kokoso news site near 4BN Military Barracks, and greetings to Professor Smart Sapon of Kumasi Technical University College. Lawyer, thank you. Emmanuel Osewusu and Oduwe Abrayan. We are seriously waiting for Honorable Joseph Yamin and new Edubiasi MP Honorable Adam Salam appointment. Both can lead the sports ministry from Sir Kabis, new Edubiasi and Oduwe Abrayan and Ray. We say good evening. Osaya Takra our quarters and this NBV should do whatever they should reap whatever they sow. We will reap. Okay. Galatians 6:7. Hypocrisy must stop. Okay. And also Edian Security. Good evening to you and to all the Mrs. sitting there, Mr. sitting there. But the oral team is there to steal from Ghanaians. So the police should stand up and stop the evil agenda. Mr. President, these ministers, you intentionally want to fail because they can't perform where you have placed them. I don't know who to there, Nana Abuaji Hidiem. Good evening, Mr. Host, and your panelists. I'm Abdul Latif from Elembele. My regards to the 3 hard-working MPs in Nzima. All right, respectfully, Mr. Host, my suggestion is just an appeal to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I'm appealing to His Excellency to use the National Cathedral site to construct Children's Hospital. Looking at those who have been appointed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, they will all work harder to lift the image of Ghana. I strongly believe that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will not disappoint the good people of Nzima as promised during his campaign. All right, Obia Jenedie. Good evening, Mr. Host. Mr. Mahama and his NDC government are taking Ghanaian to hell because just 2 weeks, look at the car he bought. Fuel price go up, even getting shortage. Oh Lord, have mercy on Ghana. From grandfather Kwawu Sempwa. Anyway, and also the Minimsa Mahama Toka Biade, the Etienne say Ninia Ibrahim Mahama and Nedia and Owusu Dankwa. Good evening, Kyori. Why President Mahama has not set up committee to investigate the vandalism that occurred at the EC's office? Hypocrisy can help us to build a nation. From teacher Mbomba, our Dompa Lakeside. Okay, and also Edian. Good evening, Kyori. Please tell the president to dissolve the oral immediately and allow OSP, who clears him of wrongdoing even when he was in opposition, to do the work. If indeed he believes that the work of OSP did concerning the Airbus was good without any underhand dealings. Mike Apradi Ewukumase ena oduwe abren. Good evening, Mr. Host, and your panelists. I'm Anthony Aka from Elembele. Mr. Host, respectfully, since the MPP is afraid of oral, whether oral has a legal backing or not, oral has come to stay. Oral, for God's sake, is all about gathering information and accountability. If you claim you have not chopped money illegally when you are invited by a commission of inquiry or whatever legal institution, just prove yourself to the whole world humbly. But oral has no any mandate to invite anybody. Once again, Ghanaians are hypocrites. Upon good things NPP government done for the Ghanaians, they voted them out from power. Now our guys are crying for what? This is just them for you. Then legit South Africa. Good evening, Mr. Kodi. Highly disappointed on Mr. President. The reason is simple. Simply, how can you appoint a real Muslim for a national lottery's position? What a wow. This is Daniel J. Anyway, and also Eddie, I don't know. He who comes with equity must come with a clean hands. What works apart from politics has Okujetua Blackwater done to acquire all these properties he's having? From Senyako Asante Mampong and Oduwe Abampeke last two Binafe Yemra Hanum say. Good evening, Kodi. I want to express my concern. About the oral team, which is dominating the conversation in Ghana. I think the media should focus on the nomination of appointees by John Mahama instead. The oral team rushing into things can lead to more problems because what goes around comes around. Always. Also, I believe both MPP and NDC parties are responsible for Ghana's downfall. When one party is in opposition, they claim to be the best. But this rhetoric does not lead to meaningful changes. Let's encourage our leaders to take a more thoughtful approach to governance and prioritize transparency and accountability. I'm a person of Okayandru from Bantama in the Senate West District. All right, yeah, that's it. Last one, Nafi Yemra. I am Sir Prince from Kokobriku. Okay, in Bosomtre. Please, which of the Muhammad's appointees are not his friends? So, same family and friends, voila. No president will appoint his enemies as appointees. Anyway, Miemra na fi LGBTQ plus and what's in Prof. Mamisha sem from free ho. Na yenhwe.
I see.
Our president's dilly-dallying with us.
Yebenya kwa ye ministerial appointment.
Obetumi join it too no.
Okay,
because within 10 minutes, and they may be happen or no work.
That's fine.
Okay,
because LGBT no dear me to hey. Now I share the position President Mama is sharing now.
Okay.
In fact, me can be a trim. Now a man for say me MPP ni.
Okay.
It's in a main person. No, you see my position. Crane said that time. Now I was like, okay. Parliament na representing unanimously umashemradia any man penny on sign. So okay, I will feed this. Me cry make I say anka on gather him for any asofo Jubilee House in the grand ceremony no for people na meto on sign mo be.
Yeah,
and na the BCC court at that time. Na President Mahama so be sign. Na obia so be sign all the 12 aspirants in no mo be sign. Into that the eye was on President Akufo-Addo say on sign. And that was my position. In fact, na emrano ebeba emma. Na I don't think we needed to fear. Say ye jehudi ne ye kan okrechere ye ho dia na nyese yesuro because me fie sebe me so ansem ne so ho.
That's how the crime say we emremo and any constitution. So why do you have a worry about all these things again?
All those who said you see politics no. Different you know. Oh, intina you must be interested in that because politics is very cunning. When you're ready, say obe swindle obia. Don't venture. Okay. Because I scheme.
Scheme na
to and now watching so gen sa na near the okay as in north. Minia Jachikwesin. Yes.
Scheme no atom.
Yes, way. Or come home when your number no de akwaje LGBT atom. That was campaign. Yeah, didn't it? All right, people should have expected. Say, people should have expected. Say, just politics. Yeah, didn't it? Let's see what President Mahama will do. Me the President Mahama position no business is here no. Acquire a promise. No, no kind versus
the reality.
Reality ni obeye. Ye nyina nim so no kind say obe sign at unless I am mistaken. So now no kind of best sign. Now the reality will checklist or checkmate ni obeyenti. It's early days yet. Let's see. Maybe it's not what we think. Maybe very very later. Best sign na bibi.
Also a private bill unti. Obetumi assign or this a co-parliament buying and casa ansana.
I see.
Waka.
That is what you should have known. Say, and some you see, me ko kasi obeka say bibintia. But metimi listing sembe 10 bi ho no mo a. People Ghanaians na kese Ghana fo hu say politics intia.
Ndo abanasa.
Or no, near MPP fo. There are some of the things that can be done and the Nipanika to say we. Na bi ho no so na to say mere politics.
Okay.
Especially na enya asem a enya politics pa nka enya asem. Ti nyina de me afese.
Anyway,
ye de no beto nche ne ahwese ne the day will go, but media obia ye say society we law na family then society values. Society no, the unit of any society bebia dot na society ni fie free no. Eye wo fie, eye me fie. Ye fie na ye the very point where every society emanates from. Yeah, so deal with the
various homes. No?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know so forced through. Let's teach our church. Let's do this. Yes, starting every home. Mothers and fathers become responsible.
Yeah.
No more nyamoma nye bibia mupe. Sabi what TV swana den. Aha. Oh yeah, jumentin waso TV amano. Ofo say on me disturb. No me disturb no then no yeah. If we take charge of the why no na nye extra classes in momuba. Why pa na watcha da krokra say me ye religious and Bible extra classes amameba. Ye fan crofo be kire ma de bia wa obi nka che mo mfre call mo fa WhatsApp bra say mo mu ba akokra frɛ obi say we de me kire mass me kire English me kire Bible. Dr. Why be da
obusa asemo
mini part-time teacher.
What was awesome?
We never be saying in a fight against something that threatens our values. Yes, a lasting solution.
All right.
Say so be per what to adiabo now so per baby. Let's tighten home. Fear this nyanyan and yen fantasy and ma. Na yen basadia we will not fear some of these things. But ministerial no menka nipa mi ense bi de opeda. My general impression say it's good. Yes, banche nya eja na bechere. Just a mo be bia be ma every course or a course to think otherwise. Me dem adwem say ato forcing sabe na me wo ho na wo defend day wo PhD in finance e wo University here in Chebia. Sabe the panel that sat and scored you no me mo mani mu wase you qualify PhD in finance there you qualify. Why you adwuma so ache you advice and then what be main. We should anyway see who say won't mean nya Ghana for pay of finance ministry ho. Why. Na say ya bo me nua Kwabena Owusu din. Kwabena Owusu were two things that I know about him. It makes him fit for the position. Number one, they say in Parliament, obi ankofa hands as non track Kwabena Owusu. Kwabena Owusu kasa wakasa of Parliament nyina emu 80% was on roads and highways.
Okay.
And na budget kita no ne cost a road budget no. So mujama no say then you no betimi have debate on roads. Anyhow, it's a Ghana efficient. Cost be a dey constructed road be overhead be cost near dey wa church hu baby ayi onti wa demonstrate say our interest in roads and highways.
Yeah.
Enti osefata. Number 2 nti say osefata ni say Kwabena Owusu is the most. I'm saying it because Speaker Michael Kwe said orally obona baso say or your discipline, time conscious, this that. Speaker Michael Kwe and Kebi Anfa MPBA honsa. Yes, Parliament or no baby no. Very time conscious. So mu rank road and highways committee in this so. Yeah, meeting pa na be kona onti ho. Ene ne bi oyare. The time conscious and disciplined nature combined with the interest in that area na e no are two things that will make him successful. Contractors are said you munema basa no sebe. And Kwabena Owusu, you will not be abusing your time. No more na hey munye ready somebody kwa na mamu to so KOD. This is I don't get it too. Intimacy.
My contract na need to nyina.
Say medical say so. Na kwa na bomu futra for God knows how long ansana. umbeba so azomaba unye ready amesremo. And these things are things that I think say the time conscious and the disciplined nature should urge him or enable him to do his work well. Oshe wa yenyina yenu erikopokua sebe onukra de wa ba santimantema as regional minister before emra swapping ne ba so. A fine gentleman. Who person was in the crown for time next even when MPP was winning presidential was Sunafo South. Still no winning the parliamentary. It means an incredible penasem. And I dear back where Rikopoku who I think say a Greek who you feel who any ni so one can say nibi. He should be able to do well. Rikopoku a powerful ekwa to abanumpa. Yeah, you just say when you move register no we na we move free koye kuya ni bia na so for wapa for bra be kuya ni bia u blame na nye oni apa for na to mu ye dwuma bia nim se mu ye dwuma o Rikopoku afum na ne December to mo ntu aba no bi ho na be so chese enti obi anya bi in fact every minister bia ye ba be you no kwajas asine do afu ni bi Ghana is an agrarian economy atofo se hu ni afu akoye bi obi a list na aba ni nyina eyi banafo Ibrahim Ahmed go adebako adebeka Ibrahim Ahmed or parliamentar na ni advocacy against ekwaya na ye faso aye common fund honsem common fund timikemwa ya from MCs for ni this is for bibi so mo you see decentralization instead send your man beba form for take decision no na bibia won crying. Ahmed Ibrahim was one person and also called parliament here. Wa ka de bia no oka. In fact, oka bibi 2018-19 nim ho say ma MPs no are irrelevant because this is ni nyanya common fund na MPs kwa konyomu de na bibi nti no they can't do anything on their own no mu de body to so say we de ye na ye their fund common fund was simply delaying unnecessarily. Emma hinte say anhwa na no akwa affect their performance and also their return to parliament. Bi kra na irrelevant MPs omanyomu fans na adan fa anya dwuma bi kra ka ho na MPP for lose because sabe wo abemu dia uchire mu enye yo o opposition de obetimi achire magasa misika ese mu de brem nyomu fa ma mi onyema aba na wasu nti den na wonso na wa abemu no so kwa the same thing ebeji wedi anyway ni ade enti ene ye the local government ashe obi to say Ibrahim Ahmed Densa. I don't think I should have a problem with it. Or make sure so no na pencil the things he spoke against no. Mekoso. Oma enkrofo no common fan no emrantem. Enye den bring him. The only exception I have miniaba na momo Crow MP or gender. Excellent mean doubting the capacity se banjinye jana beche. But nanka the area of expertise or your PhD the new coastal management. Fisheries and hunting. Ninuaba Emilia Neswape ya. But that is not to say Dr. Naamumulat intiminye gender and adi. We wish them all well. Nia ebetimi ayene say yebe we show well nia bompire mom. Memumuma empire nyekwa.
Thank you. My memra suka aho na mintiu in the next about 6 minutes on the ministerial appointment.
So Ose Nkambo.
The young ministerial appointment. LGBTQ no dey. Young ministerial appointment no so straight away.
Jodi. In fact, me share my first submission as no. Me name say Prof Wakai asama me din kan kai na. Me say me kai no a reminder. Ana na me dey man Jodi. Me nkasa ntia Prof. Prof Abekase mama nye low na the end say nothing can take his profession his professorship away from him. That one
is because wait a quick one. It's because me classify one more commenting into two. One more they were being academic and objective and sincerely analyzing the
situation.
And no musa no more they fun.
Okay.
Udeya can more fun than academic. And yes, okay. I didn't speak like God says I should tell you that this one is going to win by this percent. Right. No. Right. And you know that you worked. Me report no. I mean you have to forcing Okujata Blakwa everybody that matter trooped into Ashanti region. Media house. maybe say you back say hey why the ben and kawa unia sami okuja to request so about studio and they all came to address the research and urge their people to go and work. Working no hard working no I pay, that's all.
Anyway,
Jerry, what's that 2 minutes ago?
Jerry, yako.
Okay, KOD about a year ministerial nominations no. Like I say, president or born home modern. Na number of promises Ghana for no say 60 ministers and Ghana for the rate at which I win now betray now all the nominations from 30 ministries to 23 and 7 every one also senior ministers now was also nominated woman now. It may be President Kasembi a brana ope a akunyano or say he's going to form a very youthful government to Ghana for the 2 million manner. And I am part of the Crusaders against Obi Woha 1992. Yeah, Papa Royals Apenso. Nipa no appointment. When your appointment. 1996. When your appointment. A year, yeah, Papa Atamos. A buy, no, only in your appointment. A year, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 1 when your appointment. 2. Then Nipa no so. Okwaka is experience. Nipa one man opportunity or better day in a experience, no. And in fact, I have been part of the Crusaders against that notion. And no share a year mebununa who appointed omona. Oh, ne share o hwe veti no kra na hwe mu post akra o de kasa adwuma no o mo tie adwuma na se. Nomination na ye de ahye onua ne nsa no. Hwe jeje Honorable John Jinapo. Post a wote ho nimdi a wode kasa e kire se sector na ye appointing ne se won kono nko head no wote ase. Hwe Kenofuriat the billion Kenofuriat
na de Kenofuriat be se me.
Kenofuriat wo na ba.
Mo ba pe nkoda. Mo ma ne ko ban ba bi na.
We dey man kan yi kra. Yeah, at forced. In fact,
I say what now continue be ken di ada.
We share in fact papa no wodim de. Wodim de ye pa and I believe say one of the things I name more cans was say he wants to be remembered as one of the finance ministers omobuama ye same retired about from the rate at which in my boy cause inflation as about from in some kai no we are hoping say money na no a bit me aba and we have that confidence in them entina president ede adwuma na ide e show monsa yamba Ashanti region regional secretary
esumusu because so far no ye cheche ko ye hu Ashanti region for no
be ba this
am I as a fake
and only a fake
only
a fake
am I
Minim say if my numbers are right, I'm say 10. 10 as 11.
Yeah.
Yes. Now regional minister there, Ashanti and the idea be a
higher na beba.
Higher na say ba. Now this is a very passionate appeal to the president of the Republic of Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Asante Mantemu and win elections no.
Upeso kache nse.
Asante Mantemu and win elections no. Enti catch presidency any diemu. Ashanti region so far yenya 0. Ministers na presidents nominate or
apart from regional minister.
Apart from regional minister. Menim say we feed the kesi e president to them a wo tie or Ashanti region. President wa Ashanti region.
So
akwesi de ochina. And at 2 p.m. negotiation no Kumasi airport. Enti eni die mu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Waba Asante Mantemu die. Yesro adabraka. Ashanti region and edi win elections no. Hwe voter any eye ahofama senior Ashanti region for yetimi sorry waka.
We a passionate appeal.
This is a passionate appeal.
Okay.
You read a demo from room to room, kitchen to kitchen, villages to Kobiemu ne ye ra. Ane Asante man temu nya GD na vote o modi ama na bi nsi da. Mesre ye papa John Mahama eni die mu. O my 3 cry in fact ye be fan sa.
Anyway.
Ye nim say aka be 10 and answer 11. Ministerial appointment no. Maybe mra na CEOs no so
o being so
yeso. Na eni die mu. So yeso no. Enko every region no na about the constituency level. Because KOD only odi dance say yeah na your constituency level ye na abu adwuma together with the regional executives.
Of course yes.
What you say?
My adwuma.
Ya ye adwuma. Eti we are CEOs no e fata ye dibi ye. Deputy CEOs no ye dibi ye.
So advocacy in the me akora me ye bia mamo.
What you say? Ministerial appointments ye dibi ye.
Anya position pa me kura mente ase.
Obako demonstration.
Me nim say me na me number 1. Jody, who can be my
no cry the advocacy
in the me
yeah. Anyway, Suka festival me na ave member yes.
Jody, that's a video video. In fact, a year wa unu yakuma your constituency deputy organizer Alhaji Nagode. Obo fidi kesi o taiti ma hwe mo pa. Me fan cha kesi ma no ene eya Richard Anaba mia me nua kuma ono so 18
medase doc
Jody Suka min kabi mamo itumufumu antie
say no mutu ofuso mantie
many NDC ni bi ko program Hello FM enwumre program program we na enwumre 8 no bohobi o ye point na car park o before e beto aba na am say omo producer na suggest say o chale mutimi wi ni dia kope DC yo say DC dem de dey basa me political career beba wi enti ana obuza say pala say me dem me pesi wi ana say deputy CEO enti na see am say list bi aba for DCs a mo be ko interviews na me hu ni din wum
ade no so mpe no
na me frɛ no am say Jack o kai say ye pon Hello FM anwumre bi o kan den say wo de DC de mawa o political career beba wie na o pe CEO ana say deputy CEO say doc makotena cry ko 2 weeks na me hwɛ de esi ko na anya de a ebe fantina ni amam ko pe DC
obeje ne sa
say so onya eno kran so no mo ye nipa be 9
that's right
kra enti Suka de make an say ye besre mompeni for no say Ashanti region ye were 47 constituencies ebe ya say MDs ni CEOs ni bi start ba yati ministerial nominations nso be brave na apart from a year regional minister not even a single soul both CEOs and MDs no any ministerial ni nyina ba ko kra mfria but media me two omo for say NDC for no dey be Ashanti region omunya vote power but minim de ya na omo wo fa ye ho any minua no omo Ashanti region omo ye NDC for no ya omo wo form o kai say durumre bi kra no Ashanti region of all places ye nya obi amana me ye regional minister na Equitable fra bono na be ye regional minister wa
omo swap ye
hana ko hani fra Ashanti region ko
Ashanti ni ko be se na we wa ha
me se hani fra Ashanti region ko
kanena we wa ha honorable account wo ho
omo di obete duruma bi no se wo yi Ashanti region ni a fa Ashanti region ni bra me point no
okay ono issue
enti mesere se
Samuel Sapon was here
President
Ashanti region ono koi yes
omo wa ha o but omo ko na so the Ashanti region ni replace me point
be omo swap from regions
Ashanti region ni be na call baby
we Samuel Sapon ko central ono ko central okay
but Suka o kan o se President Mahama okrom ha enti minim se ni mpanimfu ni nyina wa ha mabu na omo ye adwuma okrom ha abu okra onika oyandisi no ne pon program agi se okosi no anadwebe 10 no ti studio
mabre
no mu wia na afi onya pani bi kra no akana se wode akosi ni so
obi akotranka 2 weeks awasa
ba se wode ni akosi DC eno kra wonye sure so obenya ebasa but me de ebasa de to MPP for no na bi koto wo mu afebo se enkofo wo mu ye adwuma eduru ba bi na wo mu fili se wo ma ye adwuma me akofefa enkofo bi
fufo abla besi ho no
yes because this is
and when they got to a time where reshuffling they were expecting say be become still now be
this is ni do okra no mu US ni akofo ni free US abanu abedi DC ye to abawie o mu lusu ye
kom
almost akọ ba ko si wo manso ba ko ne ba ko wo me am constituency omu to abawie o mu lusu o mu nyina sa akọ back but campaign time no be anyhow but o ma be DC wi no mko na sukate ya se minim suka ba bi de ne fa enti ye be sere se suka pani bi na yo so ne nsa
no pere bi de sha
adwo sa abrin ko ne na yere ti aka enka ye ba wo
ti bo mu komo papa bi
enti ministerial no de mesere se me de me kan se mi hwe bibi kakra bi wo parliament ho na mpesa meko mani anye
anything
e fa how na omo esi ebisa questions ni interjections no okay 2020 vetting Haruna Idrisu versus this guy obey attorney general dame vetting edwana ju be 10 pm still na dame ti ho Haruna was asked on a deputy chair of the committee. Haruna asked him so many questions as far as late as 10 p.m. No more bizarre questions just to show say ni panel adwuma no betimi aye. But they allowed that to happen. Na we o share eye ayine de no. Ayine ne Dr. Dakon, ay lawyer Dakon Swami. Me I wasn't happy with the posture of the chairman of the committee.
Okay.
Let's be frank. Because ye should be 2020, 2021 there no. Haruna got the opportunity to speak for so many hours. 10 p.m. any party or no more vetino. Now John Dark could be sa questions mienu. The third one chairman say your man name bisa question biu. And ye didn't na wudi ni pana bet now. Ye bisa send be ya say bibi wo ho na nya. And me true doctor lawyer Dark questions na me hu ni say 2013 to 2017 most of the judgment data government in Kenya no na companies are AC government of Ghana no na a lawyer yi ne company na ne law firm
ondo ye adwuma
tie ono ne law firm tie o ono ne law firm and na lawyers from the firm AC government of Ghana and at the same time he was the deputy attorney general.
Okay.
Menye lawyer da kwana minim. These were the questions na obisa afe chairman of the committee say eyo mani mi se bi na o ma papa ne yansa. And on sa refer recent case bi or see company bi AC government of Ghana. Lawyer yi ne no kra de lawyer yi ne ye lead counsel for the company e wo international arbitration. Enti am say o say April and o mo be free case no. Enti say ya approve now be attorney general. This is where I'm at afenyo marking mo work out say una before mo beto abano una wo firm and am suit government of Ghana and on the suit no una ye lead counsel for the firm and as say ya bodin as attorney general and say no person obisa o say so mo approve a near free case na Uber represented Ghana and also Uber represented company no.
Anyway.
This was the question specific. Chairman is what my answer. Isio but edi enti edi nipa na bet now. Ye bisa question send ye be ya say bibi wo ho na nya. Unim say sa issue me tie me yam himi o. Do me NPP ni but me tie me yam himi say na ono ye deputy attorney general. Na ne law firm ena leading most of the companies are AC government of Ghana no as deputy attorney general or sako or kokota lawyers are on the trio or mukawa or no law firm ejina na so omu wini case na sika na ebe no law firm no enti na nyanwa say between that period yenya judgment debt a lot of them against government of Ghana. Me na me wanwan and me dad lawyer da kwase say and he's on mention case no no one mention when ave duru ba bi a chama so ma na yansa biu enti me de mesre se omma kwan na ye nyina ne ye mu ne ye pe se bibi wo ho na haide a ye nimu a omma kwan ma ni mpie because ke odi na wonim se nye bi a vetin na wonim se e bi a ayine a lead council ma company bi o masive government of Ghana epu o mo be frasem and they say ya o ma papa na answer question no
what happens
say ya approve no na international arbitration o say dey court no e call case no now we are attorney general wa also documented call na lead council emu dey here na be represent
asasabe thank you medase mamra Mr. Joseph Amoho na menenu enwie obeni.
I'm looking at the whole thing from the point of view of leadership. How is John going to provide leadership?
How?
Because leadership so another an area may be who will be a leader. How are appointing a team on no so. Now, to me, no, the team know what they are no there. Me who say team no, say all things being well, no. Whitman can say is solid, but you know does not mean say that's the end of it. I feel like man over started, and that's where we are going to scrutinize and see say hear the right thing, because diagra be create a big problem on mine because say Ghana is too abama no. Ghana for need us they are looking at the situation where a near man you mu yam de he and as we who you dear co to a betia a government and they are expecting say they see different things. And the beginning a many debates here about attorney general issues. Say for instance say and there's one thing about lawyers. We can have an we can have an asem back on the young one was they will prove themselves credible. But we are still looking at them because the corner say you so be BM so BM there. Then also we have to cause to complain and also find a way to address the issues very well. Because Nina is about national development. So we need to develop our money here. Nina be boy. There be am can say we say in the designs you turn. Wo fa home big chances so. It is say make sure say omo ban you be hold them to serious accountability. Na be a dear dwuma mo bia no be no any. And yes last year ultimate year. And the church said this year with me.
Different times, different dynamics.
Different times, different dynamics. Because we are certain we are in opposition to you wanted to please everybody.
Yeah.
Now oh baba yes abri. You dey be show say ube hunu sike be off fe de. I feel no timude. Any arrogance of power na saba.
Anyway.
Now ntimi nyiro ho nyadwuma. Anyway, see nyina Ghana fo nyina yadwuma say you be put to strict a surveillance. No betima ye adwuma die. Let me aboy. Now there's one here. I got a man for started can was empower about see you get ya maybe I'm so one for that started
back we MP back when your appointment
man for started family and friends so when you're president and man do they merit it and but if they merit it as well and there are other ones who could also have done it all these are questions that will be coming. They should prepare for some of these things to come.
All right.
These are some of the things I will say because then can say people.
May that see.
Maybe they say national development is what matters most.
All right. Thank you very much. But me kono ma me fa we ento edwa ne enko we a happy birthday sonko enko emfa emma Mr. Albert Bokenu. Mr. Albert Bokenu. We if your lovely daughter Pamela, senior court official, High Court Kumasi, and a CN Kancho say happy birthday. Lawyer Hene Amankwai-chan, and so a Kahobinti, Mr. Albert Bokanu, and ne Ayawawoda, Dokanu, and ne Ewawoda, Yangopo in Shao. 80 years exactly, Yangopo in Shao, Papa, ewo baby a odiwa ba bedri yentimi entwaso ebio messages ne ba begu mu fa ncheme mintimi nkan ni nyina meka about 1 or 2 bi penafe ya sorry jumadi no security. Is it not the same Okujeto who held the neck of the nation to pay a judgment debt to Woyomi? Is it not same Okujeto whose money was stolen in his car at the washing bay over 10 years back? Today same person should go and catch thieves. Josh Amasamai na all the way Abre Andrew Boating Pantang say good evening sirs. I beg Cocoa Board and Ghana Police Service to investigate the unlawful entry of houses and stores of citizens in Pantang to retrieve cocoa fertilizers that were supplied to farmers by NDC members and took them to an unknown place. And also Edia Ode Abrayane Enyumreno no. Ask that doctor to go to court if he don't understand oral. Okay. And also Edian Kyoto, good evening, and I wish you a new year. NDC did the same thing 2009 to 2016. They didn't arrest even one bird. If you check from 1992, political parties that their members have been arrested is NDC members from Dr. Kwame Prepra to Madame Tamaklo, who stole money belonging to Makola Market women. Kyodi, they are just making unnecessary noise. They would not get even one person, an NPP member, to prosecute. Tell NDC rep that Okujeto Blackwell has built huge hotels in the Volta, so they should go and do and have investigation on it. Bright Ewo Takwa and Oduwe Abre. The rest I can't read them, but thank you very much. Say mode messages no ebaye. Edi jumadi no esi hanom se metrem ema lawyer ohene amankwa echan. Midin edi Kwabena Owusu Dankwa. Oti aye Professor Smasapon enka. Oti aye Mr. Joseph Amwa enka. Jerry Suka oti enka. Enafe aye Dr. Enoke Champong omone beboa jumadi no. Nyame aduma emrepem yebesan enimu ehia yakramo ene enyumre